What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Bros Cast, episode 197, the first
Close.
first episode of 2024. My name is Harrison. I am joined by my brother Nick. As always, Nick, how are you doing on this glorious Tuesday?
Oh, it's such a glorious Tuesday. My New Year's resolution's in full swing, so we're looking good.
What is your New Year's resolution?
It's to record an episode of a podcast. So
Hey,
I already knocked it out.
we're there, man. Heck yeah. Sweet. Well, Nick, before we dive in, I guess before we dive into kind of how our week was, since we took the week off for Christmas and stuff, a little bit of housekeeping. We have launched a YouTube channel for Gaming with the Bros Cast, where we'll be posting every episode. The plan is, I think I'm gonna live stream it on my personal YouTube channel and on Twitch, and then I'll upload the VOD to the YouTube channel. That way it doesn't get boggled down with two different videos. And then I'll be posting a bunch of different clips and stuff like that on the channel as well. So if you guys would follow that, we'll have that in the show notes. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and then we still have TikTok.
TikTok, yeah. TikTok's rolling, man. I've been having a good time with just making random videos, and then like that random Sea of Stars video blew up for no reason.
Yeah, I mean
it was a cool moment in the game, but
yeah, it's like the coolest moment in the game.
Yeah,
so it makes sense. But yeah, TikTok's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Just it's hard to, I don't know, man. Twitter is just not that. X is not that fun anymore, and I guess it never really was. But there's just, I feel like on TikTok there's not a lot of negativity, I guess. I mean, there is for sure. I did remember when I posted one Halo video like a year ago, people were like, because it was like, it wasn't necessarily lag, it was like a rubber banding. Yeah, and people was like, boy meets lag, and I'm like, I know what lag is. I've been gaming for 20
like,
plus
dude,
years.
You were gaming back in 07. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I am the lag. I am the lag that knocks. But yeah, I find TikTok a lot more fun just because, you know, you can.
And I think people are just having fun on there too.
Yeah.
Whereas Twitter, it's everyone's so serious. Like, and what's really annoying now is like you. And sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, but you click into a tweet, and the first 10 or 15 responses it's all like ads or stuff that's not related to the tweet at all. It's just weird, man. It's
and then there'll be like the occasional like girls like wanting to support her OnlyFans page and like just some like provocative picture. I'm like, what? Like, what? This is a gaming post. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just unnecessary.
X is very weird, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nick, how was your Christmas break? How was your New Year?
It was good. It was good. After Christmas, went to the beach like 4 days. Snacks, our dog, she likes the beach, but she just wanted to go to the dunes the entire time.
Okay.
Like, she kept running back towards the dunes, which is very. I mean, I guess it looks like it was grassier, obviously grassier than the sand on the beach, but
yeah,
like we would take her out there by the water, and she would just want to run to the dunes. So
that's cool.
I think she liked it, but yeah, obviously we couldn't take her to the dunes. You know, it's off limits.
Yeah,
preservation. You know.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah,
you can't go in there.
But it was fun. We Alicia and I played a lot of Wingspan, which is a really cool board game. I played. I played by myself like a loser, but I played Resident Evil 2, the board game.
How'd that go?
It was really fun.
Okay.
I played like the first. It was pretty much a tutorial scenario. Like it didn't have any keys or locked doors. Like it just had, I think there were like 5 items. One of them was a shotgun. The other ones were first aid, ammo, and then some herbs. I played through that. It took like 30 minutes, and then I played through like the next scenario, which had 2 separate floors. It had keys in different areas, and then it had like 2 locked doors, and then you had to like, essentially the goal was to get upstairs to the star's office, which was locked, and you had to find the key in one of the in one of the item pickups, and it was like I got to the end, and like the cool thing about this game is like every time you finish your turn, you draw. I can't remember what I think it's a tension card,
Yeah.
and either it's green and you're good and nothing happens. There are a couple that are yellow. Can't remember what they do, but if you draw a red one, it can like spawn zombies or zombie dogs
Oh,
into
that's
the room
cool.
with you.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
like
pretty
I was
cool.
yeah, so like I had the key and I was going up to the office or up to the star's office to finish out the game, and I picked up a red card
Oh,
in
no.
like the room right before it, and there were two zombie dogs
So
that
can you
spawned.
pick up like I don't think Nemesis or well it's Resident Evil 2, but um Mr. X wasn't a part of that, right?
No, it was just
That's weird. That's not it
for
wasn't
him.
included.
It's probably an expansion.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think there is a Resident Evil 2 expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to try my Dark Souls one. I haven't done it yet. I've been ever since Christmas. I've been kind of rearranging my office a little bit.
Mhm.
I ended up pulling out my work computer and desk and put it into the living room, which I'm planning on keeping it in there because I worked for the first time today at it, and I had it right beside the sliding glass door, and it was nice just to be in like
Oh yeah,
sunlight.
in the sun?
Um, so that was nice. And then I got I did get like a portable monitor for Christmas that I plan on using to to move around the house more than
Mhm.
being stuck in my my game room all day. Um, that way I get a little bit more sunlight and all that stuff. Which I've been testing out the monitor too. It's really nice.
Can you like plug an HDMI into it? Can you
Yeah, you
okay.
can yeah, it comes with like 3 or 4 different cords, and it came with a cover case too. It was really nice.
Damn.
It was like a USB-C to USB-C, which is nice now that I have my new iPhone 15 because I can just plug in something if I want to.
There you go.
Um, and then we did test it out. We were watching the on Saturday. We were watching the Lions and Cowboys game
Mhm.
on it while we were playing Uno. Um, and it was a really nice screen. We just plugged in our like our Roku stick to it. So that was really cool.
Sick.
Yeah, so it
Okay.
works out pretty good. Um, yeah, and then just kind of been I don't know hanging out. I played a lot of Sea of Stars over the break. Um, I didn't play as much Halo as I thought I would. I did end up
Mhm.
beating the like the newest free tiered battle pass. Um, and that I've just noticed that the game has gotten really sweaty. Like
Really?
a lot of tryhards. Like I don't want to say tryhards, but a lot of people that are really good, like that have like that will get like 25 to 30 kills. And
Well, that
I
just means that
just
you're really good because is it skill based matchmaking?
it's just Team Slayer. It's just I mean I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
it's still actually I don't I
Yeah, I'm
can't
not
say
quite
with
sure how it works
authority.
on like regular Team Slayer, but it was getting pretty frustrating. Like every single map or every single new match, it was like just one guy dominating everybody. I
Yeah,
know
it's
you know
pretty
you
annoying.
got to get better, but just super sweaty, and I was starting to get frustrated and not having as much fun. So I was like, you know what, let me just I beat the battle pass, finished it up, and I was like, let me put it down
Take a little
until
break.
until the next one comes out because I think the next one ends at like the end of January. So it should be the new season as well. So that's a good time to jump back in. But um, yeah, it was a good break. I definitely was not looking forward to going back to work, even though I work from home. So I am, lucky for that, but still not ready to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. It wasn't too bad today, but
I think I could not work. Like if I won like the
do
lottery,
you think you could do it?
I think I could. I'd figure something out to do.
Well, I mean, do you think you would if you didn't have to work, do you think you would just make a ton of videos and do that
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of stuff?
I would probably do some YouTube stuff. But yeah, I would just do more stuff around the house. Like I spent a lot of time cleaning the house up while I was on break because Brittany was still working, so I would just
Yeah.
clean out a bunch of drawers and stuff of just like the collect all drawers. I'd get rid of a bunch of stuff that we just didn't need. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, but yeah, I think I could not work. Um, you know,
Wouldn't that be nice?
yeah, it wouldn't be nice. Um, and then yeah, other than that, and then the last couple of days I've been kind of itching to get back into YouTube and just doing more videos. I was doing a lot of videos for like Tears of the Kingdom, and I got really burnt out once
Hmm.
Tears of the Kingdom came out, and then it just obviously occupied a lot of my time. So I had really no desire. And then once I was kind of getting the itch, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait a little bit. I was still doing a lot of like the TikTok videos
Yeah.
for our channel, or for our Game with the Broscast TikTok. But yeah, I've gotten the itch again, so I think I'm going to start making more videos.
All right, everyone, be on the lookout. Do you know what do you want to make?
Yeah, I
What are
think
you feeling?
I definitely want to try to do a video a day, which is kind of crazy. Um,
It's a lot.
but I may not. I may do a couple of videos a week. But I mean, really, just I like doing discussion videos. I don't necessarily like just doing news because I feel like that can get really mundane, especially
Yeah.
if we're like not passionate about some of the new stuff that's coming out because you obviously can't control it. But I want to do that. I want to do like some reaction stuff, which I've already started back up. Um, yeah, just yeah, couple videos a week just to get my toes back in the water.
Yeah. 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 News is tough.
Yeah,
Like
I,
the only person I really watch do news is OJ, and he does it about stuff that he likes talking
yeah,
about. Like,
exactly.
so I think that's the way to go about it.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
feel
gonna do
like
it.
I do enjoy talking about news, but maybe more of like reacting to it and like my overall thoughts on what that could how that could implicate the future or something like that. I don't necessarily just like, okay, this is what happened and this is what happened today and this is what and that's
Yeah.
it. Like you have no opinions of about it. So
Just stating
yeah,
stating
just
facts.
stating the news. But yeah, I'm excited to get back into that now that I got my new desk set up. Um, I feel more uh motivated to do that. So yeah.
Nice.
But Nick, you want to dive into what we've been playing?
Let's do it, man.
Cool. Well, I briefly talked about Halo. I'll talk about Sea of Stars too. I ended up playing it over the break, and I finished it. And man, what an incredible experience that game is.
It really is, dude. I don't think it really I don't think it slows down that much either. Like it's paced really well. Like it's a sub 30-hour RPG.
Yeah,
It's not overwhelming. The all of like the timing based combat. I feel like that was like it held strong through the
yeah,
end. I don't know if it did for you, but
yeah.
yeah, what'd you think?
I really enjoyed the combat. Which I was kind of like a little bit fearful going into Sea of Stars because I did, I started up Mario RPG around Thanksgiving, and I have not played it since. Um, and I don't know if I'm just Mario it out this year or what,
It might be.
but it just wasn't clicking with me. But I played Sea of Stars and just immediately, and I think it was just the story, the graphics, like the pixel art style, like the animation that they put into it, like everything about this game just clicks, and it never feels. I don't know. Like the story never felt rushed. It felt pretty on pace, with the relatively quick pace. Like all the characters
Mhm.
were likable. There are some characters that you got towards the end that I didn't really care for combat wise necessarily. Um,
Yeah.
like the first three obviously like the main characters are fun to play as, and then you get like another person that has I don't want to spoil anything, but they have like the daggers or whatever, the poison daggers. So
See, I like that character.
I
It
liked
was
her a
the
lot.
one.
She
It
was
was
like
the
my
ones that
favorite
came
one.
after that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. It was like the two. I think because after that you get two, and I didn't really care for them that much. But
Especially I think it was the last one.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't love that one that much. I think they could have stuck with, well,
Even like Garl, like I didn't love. I mean, he just he felt like he was like I didn't really understand the
what his purpose
yeah,
was,
because I mean
right? Like,
he had a heal, but it only did like his main skill, like you could heal another player or himself, I believe, and then I think his ultimate ability, um, maybe I can't exactly remember, but yeah, I mean I liked all the combos and stuff, and like the ultimate abilities, and then when you get
yeah,
yeah when you start unlocking the ultimate abilities for all the characters, it's really cool looking
yeah,
on screen. But yeah, great RPG again. Like I think the what I said last time is if anybody was ever trying to get into an RPG, Like
That's a big one.
start with this one because it's very good.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this or Super Mario RPG would be two good
Yeah,
ones to start with.
yeah. But they have all,
But
all the relics and stuff too, so it's like you can turn on like easier modes if you want to, like where
yeah,
you heal after every battle
super
or something
super
like that.
accessible in that
Yeah.
regard.
But yeah, I mean the game it never really felt super challenging. I didn't really die a whole bunch. There is a point in the story where characters split up and that got a little bit challenging because you just don't
Hmm.
have much. You don't have your main cast, but other than that, I mean it was a pretty it was a good time. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I still want to go back and do
Yeah,
the
I
post
do
game
too.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got pretty close. I think I did 3 of the 6
Okay.
pillars. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just such a good game.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was really good. But what have you been playing?
I've kind of been playing like a lot, but not a ton. I've been playing a lot of games, but not putting a ton of time into any one of them aside from Inscription,
Yeah.
which picked it up on. I think it's still on sale on the Switch, so
Yeah.
I think it's like $8 or $10.
Okay.
Um, so it came out last year, but it's like a roguelike card builder. Um, for part of actually, I don't want to spoil anything, but it starts as a roguelike card builder, and you're in this weird cabin, and you're facing against like this kind of unknown creature, and you just see its eyes, and
Mm,
you kind of like go through like the standard like roguelike thing where it shows you a path. You can go this way or that way if you want, you know, an item or a chest, or if you want to go fight someone, you can kind of like I mean, it's kind of like Slay the Spire in that regard, but
yeah.
there are a ton of other games that have like the branching paths you can take for a roguelike. But yeah, you get on that, and the goal is ultimately to take down the main baddie in the cabin, and then you realize that like that's just the first part of the game, and I'm not gonna spoil anything
Yeah.
beyond that, but it completely changes.
It's like opens
Like,
up. Yeah.
yeah, no, it's like, oh god, I want to talk about it, but like,
I planned on picking it up. Um, Probably I guess today. I think today's the last day for the sale, so I was gonna pick up
yeah,
that and Dave the Diver.
yeah. All I'll say is like if you don't like the card mechanics in the beginning of the game, I would just stick with it until you kind of like beat the boss, beat the main final boss of this area.
Okay.
And it's not super super challenging to do. I think it took me within like 10 runs to actually do it, and probably way less than
Because
10, maybe
you're doing stuff in
7.
between the runs too, right? Like you're kind of exploring the room and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're kind of exploring the cabin in between runs. Like once you trigger certain things
Yeah, that's cool.
within the run, it'll prompt you to walk around the cabin a little bit and explore. Um, yeah, but then it kind of becomes a different game, and
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
it's super super cool. And like I kept like I kept wondering how far they were gonna take it, and then they took it farther, and I was like, oh my
Wow.
god, like when are they gonna stop like doing something different? And
See,
eventually,
I love when games
it.
do that though, where
Yeah,
they just kind of turn it on its head like that.
yeah, yeah, kept me on my toes the entire time. Um, but yeah, I finished that. I've also been playing Disco Elysium, which came out a few years ago, but I think
Yeah.
it came out last year on Switch. This game's kind of crazy. It's pretty much all dialogue, all talking. Like you're in this town, and the premise is you wake up, you are allegedly a cop, is what people are telling you, and you're trying
Okay.
to solve a murder.
Interesting.
And it's really funny because like you can go down these like conversational paths with people, and you can just like play this complete idiot the entire time, and like not really know that you're a cop, and like be like, oh wait, am I actually a cop? Do I know, should I be doing this? what's a 10 for? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And like there were points, like there was a point where I was having a conversation with somebody and it started going poorly. Like I kept trying to do these like conversational roles and I kept failing them. And my the character, he just gave up being a cop and he quit.
Wow.
And that was the end of the game. So
Jeez.
I guess
Okay.
I had to reload the save, but like it just kind of like random stuff like that where any like literally anything can happen in these conversations, and there's not like a best way to play it. Like there's not oh you should put your stats into intelligence or strength or anything like that. But it's a really interesting game. I'm excited to play more of it, but it's super dialogue heavy, so I just need to be in the kind of in the right mood for it.
Yeah, the mood for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Which that's what I was worried about CS Stars because I was like, man, like I'm kind of in the mood for something RPG
mhm.
ish. But I mean, it really didn't have like a ton. Like
No,
it was
see, yeah,
pretty
it
quick.
wasn't too dialogue heavy.
Yeah.
These stars, yeah. Um, but Disco Elysium's cool. Like I don't know if you like it. I mean, I don't know if I love it or
Yeah.
anything yet, but it's super unique
Okay.
to say the least.
I've
Like
always heard good things about it.
yeah, like it kind of reminds me of like the story and conversational pieces of Baldur's Gate,
Okay.
just without the combat.
Okay.
So
Cool.
yeah, yeah.
Well, how's Baldur's Gate 3 coming? Are you still playing that?
I am, and I want to keep playing,
Okay.
but I don't. I didn't bring an Xbox, so I just have.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I can play it on my phone. Like I have my remote,
Yeah.
but
That game might be a little bit tough to play on a phone.
yeah, I played it a bit at our parents' house,
Okay.
and it went okay. Like it's not terrible because lag isn't really an issue in Baldur's Gate because it's turn based, but
Right.
it was just a little bit fuzzy,
Okay.
and yeah, it kept like refreshing. So
Okay.
might give it a shot down here if I feel inclined to. But as a way to scratch that itch a little bit, I picked up Divinity Original Sin 2 on the Switch.
Nice. You are asking about that on Twitter.
I was this close to buying it last week, and it was full price, so it was gonna be $50. I
Yeah.
was like, man, I feel like there's gonna be a sale for it sometime soon.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, a few days ago they had a sale, so I picked it up.
Nice.
But it almost feels like a Nintendo Switch version of Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay. Well,
Like
they
without
got Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 on the Switch.
yeah, but those are old.
Yeah,
Those
super
are
old
old
games.
games. Yeah. Not very far in Divinity
Okay.
at all, but so far it plays
So you're like
almost
in
identical.
a super RPG mood right now then.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in like a CRPG mood
Yeah.
for God knows whatever reason. Um,
Sorry. I did pick up they had Lost Odyssey on sale on the 360.
oh,
I
nice.
picked it up on the store. I, that
It's
game's
good.
yeah. It's
So hold up.
I've only played like maybe 20 minutes, but it's yeah, it's cool. I'm gonna play some more of it.
Nice. All right. Lastly, Dave the Diver.
Dave the Diver. Let's hear about it.
I'm probably a few hours in. It hasn't hooked me yet.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I don't know why.
Did you play the demo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I played and completed the demo. Um, I don't know. Like maybe I just need to play it more or play kind of for a longer period of time in one sitting. But the the exploration hasn't completely clicked with me, and like the loop hasn't clicked yet. Where yeah, of course, like you get the money from the sushi restaurant, and you use that to upgrade your equipment
Yeah.
so you can explore farther and hold more fish, that kind of stuff. I just don't know if I love like the sushi restaurant management part of it yet.
Okay.
And I just got to a point where like I have an employee to help me out,
Okay.
and they'll like I think their job right now is just to deliver sushi to people. So like I still have to go around and like pour the drinks and everything, but
Are you still pouring like just tea, or is it moved on to like beer and stuff like that?
just tea.
Just tea. Okay.
I know it gets to beer at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah, I
I
don't
do
know
like that mechanic
as
though
much.
of like pouring the tea. It just feels
I do like
good
that
when you
part.
get it right.
Yeah, I really think what's not clicking with me is having a cell phone as like your hub for all of the like applications and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why I don't love that feature, but for whatever reason, like it's just it almost takes me out of it a little bit,
Okay.
even though it shouldn't. But um, yeah, hasn't totally clicked with me yet. I don't know if that'll change by game of the year discussion
Yeah.
next week, but I think it's a good game. I just don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't know if it's my type of game.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
I mean,
man.
I haven't played. I mean, I plan on picking it up, and
Yeah,
I enjoyed what I played, but yeah. I mean, it did. I wasn't like completely blown away by it, but maybe it just gets to that point of where that loop just clicks, and then it'll be like, oh, okay, this is cool.
yeah. Because I mean, that's the problem. Is like I kept hearing how like, amazing and like revolutionary it was, and like
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that yet.
Okay. Yeah.
And maybe
Well, I
I'm
mean,
just
that's yeah.
too
I mean,
early in the
I guess
game.
someone could say that about Dredge. I mean, you're doing kind of the same thing for like the first hour or so, and really, when you get that first like supernatural power, you're like, oh, this is cool. This is different.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, I mean, I could see it. It may
Mhm.
just, I don't know. It's hard to say like, oh yeah, it takes 4. Once you get 4 to 5 hours in, it gets good. I hate. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that happens like that. I
I
mean,
mean, with Xenoblade,
yeah. I mean, I remember back in the day, like Final Fantasy 13 when that came out. People are like, yeah, once you're 20 hours in, the game opens up and it gets good. It's like, I don't want to
bro,
play
I'm
for
not gonna
20
spend
hours.
20 hours.
What about the 20 hours of not having fun? But
Oh man, that's so funny. Yeah, that sentiment is so funny. Oh, that's like people say that with
yeah,
Persona 5, like, oh, after the first 10 hours, once you get to the first dungeon, it starts to really get good. Like, bro, what are the first 10 hours doing?
yeah. Like maybe they should maybe tighten that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, well, cool. Well, yeah. I now that I got my new iPhone, which by the way, like the seamless transfer from old to new iPhone is so much better than it was. I know we talked about it just before the show, but so much better than it is 4 or 5 years ago. Like I'm not someone that upgrades my phone every year, or every 2 years. Like I usually do it every 4 to 5. I'm not a big phone guy when it comes to just like needing like the newest spec. Because let's be honest, they don't really change all that much.
No. I mean, how different is the 15 from the X?
I mean, other than like the pictures looking better, and the video like performance is better, and then
Mhm.
I guess the battery life, and then like the MagSafe stuff. Like I know that's a few years old now, but now having access to that, like that's kind of a game changer for
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
didn't have that either with the
yeah.
11, and that's probably the best
Like
feature.
I got me a little I'm not a big like ring person, but I got me like a little ring on there. I bought like one of those little wallets that kind of just snap on. And then I got I don't have to worry about it for my car because my car has Apple Play, or CarPlay. But I got it for the trucks where I can have a little mount or whatever.
Nice.
So yeah, very cool. But
So are you gonna get the
I'm
backbone?
thinking about getting the backbone. I know how
Should
much
get the backbone.
you've kind of hyped it up, and I think they've got the newer one right that supports the 15, specifically for the 15,
Yeah, that's the one I have.
the one with the C. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm thinking
Like
about it. I'm thinking about it.
legitimately, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like big upgrade from because like sometimes I would play like I would connect my Xbox controller to my phone
Yeah.
and play session on there. Or
I think I've done that maybe once or
what else?
twice, and I think I tried Halo out, and I was like, why did I even try that? I don't know. I shouldn't have even tried a
But
multiplayer game.
with I mean, probably wouldn't be great even with the backbone, but there would be significantly less latency
Okay, that's
with
cool.
a plugged-in controller.
Yeah,
Yeah, I recommend it.
yeah.
I think it was just
I'm
on
thinking about
sale,
picking it
but
up.
yeah.
I'm thinking about it. Um, let's before we talk. We're gonna. There's not a lot of news this week. Which we didn't really expect it to be right after New Year's. So we're gonna talk. We have a couple of topics, but let's jump into let's look back on 2023 game wise, and then if you have any resolutions, or whether that's personal or gaming, we can talk about that too. So
Okay.
as of 2023, Nick, how do you feel about it game wise?
Game-wise, 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I think this kind of year happens like every 6 years, every 7 years. I mean, 2017, that's a big one.
Yeah, 2017.
Before 2017, I can't even think of the next greatest year. Maybe 2007, maybe 2011.
Yeah, 2007 was. I mean, that was. But I think 2007 was so great because there were so many new franchises now that back then that we look fondly on now that are still having sequels. Like Mass Effect came out, BioShock, Dead
Yeah,
Space, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, or yeah, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare came out, Halo 3 came out. I mean, there was yeah, it's hard, but yeah, this year has been incredible for new experiences and sequels too. So yeah, it's been a great year for game wise. Maybe not, definitely not for the devs.
no, not for the
Um,
devs.
I think we learned. I guess we can talk about it, but the Insomniac leaks happened. We got a glimpse into because I don't think we did a show right on
No,
that.
we didn't.
Um, so the Insomniac leaks happened, which sucked. I mean, because I mean they have a 10-year plan with Marvel. We won't go into the details in case people like don't want to be spoiled by that stuff, but um some internal like cost of the game came up for Spider-Man 2, and it was like estimated to be 200 to 300 million dollars total, and
Yeah,
that's
it's crazy.
that's insane. I can see why PlayStation was looking at getting their doing their 12 games for live service. I think they've cut that in half now, especially since Factions got canceled officially. But
They need that money to pay Marvel
yeah,
their royalty.
yeah, a lot. Yeah,
They get like a 15% royalty, something like that, for every sale of Spider-Man or any of the Marvel games that are coming out. So it's like it's a pretty significant portion. Like you kind of understand why the game needs to do as well as it does.
yeah, and like all
Be
PlayStations,
success.
to their credit, they don't have any sort of microtransactions in them. So what you get is what you get, which is a great thing. I mean, I think
Mhm.
most people hate microtransactions for the most part. Um, so yeah, I mean it's good there, but yeah, you kind of have to recoup that cost a little bit, especially with paying, like you said, paying that licensing fee. But yeah, it kind of I, we talked about it before, but I really want to know like what Nintendo spends for like how much did Tears of the Kingdom cost in 6 years it took? Like, was it anywhere near that amount?
I mean, I would argue that would probably be like 100 to 150 million.
Yeah,
That being like obviously their most expensive game, with a game like Pikmin 4 probably being in the realm of 30 to 50 million to make.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, then you think of something like Nintendo Switch Sports, which sold 10 plus million. That couldn't have cost that much to make.
yeah. And same with like Luigi's Mansion 3. Like, the game
Yeah.
looks beautiful, but probably, I mean, overall, it probably didn't cost that much, and it sold just as or more than like Last of Us Part Two did. So it's like, I mean, you got to look
I
like
love that comparison.
yeah. That wasn't. I saw it on Twitter, and that's what I talk about. But um,
I mean,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
very
like
curious. I'm very and I know like gaming in general is so hush hush and so secretive about everything, especially like their internal development costs. They obviously share their their revenue, but we don't know how much it costs.
how much a game costs. Yeah. Like how much did Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe cost to make?
Yeah,
Or yeah, that's a port, and that sold over 10 million.
yeah. Like how much did Wonder cost? I mean, they
Yeah.
didn't have a. I'm sure they had a budget, but they didn't really necessarily have a time frame. They didn't have a like crunch time from what we've heard.
Mm.
They just were able to just kind of take their time with it. It's like how much did that cost, and like what will that sell over the course of this year? It's crazy to
I
think
think
about.
I think that'll be a huge seller.
Yeah, it'll sell for a long time
Yeah.
for sure. Um, yeah,
But overall, like
yeah,
2023 was one of the greats. I mean, I was looking at my top 10 lists from this year, or the list I'm working on finalizing versus like 2022, 2021, it kind of just blows them out of the water, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it does. Especially like, yeah, I mean, even last year, I mean, I mean,
When they
2021,
had,
like Metroid Dread was our game of the year.
yeah,
Halo
Halo
Infinite came
Infinite.
out. What I don't know what else came out. 2020 was Last of Us Part 2, Assassin's Creed. I couldn't tell you what else came out.
Paper Mario, Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
Like, it was like those were pretty. 2020 and 2021 were pretty light,
they were pretty weak years.
and then
2022 was pretty
2022,
good. I mean, you had what Death's Door, um,
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, God of War
Well, Death's
Ragnarok.
Door was 2021.
Was that 2021?
Yeah,
Oh,
Tunic
okay.
was 2022.
Tunic was 2022. Okay, okay.
But yeah, Elden Ring,
I mean,
Ragnarok, others.
others, yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot of good games, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard to remember. What was that? Oh my gosh, the rat game. A Plague's Tale that came out last year,
Oh yeah, and
and Scorn came out
yeah,
too.
Scorn. We love Scorn here.
You
Oh
know,
yeah, Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
yeah, Kirby. Yeah, Kirby was last year. Kirby was good.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3,
Yeah. Oh
Splatoon
yeah.
3,
Okay. Okay.
uh,
See, good games. We
Bayonetta
just
3, High on Life, Callisto Protocol.
Callisto. Yeah, that was towards the end of last year.
Actually, 2022 was a pretty good year as well.
Yeah, 2022
But
was
just
great. Yeah.
but then you look at 2023 and you're like, okay, we
Yeah.
got
It's
Tears of the Kingdom.
no comparison.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah, and I agree. I think 23 has been an incredible year. Um, can you hear that water, Nick?
yeah, I
Is
just
that
heard
pretty
it.
loud? Okay. Um, how's your list coming? I know we kind of texted back a little bit ago, but you about done with it just for the people?
I think I'm done.
Okay.
I made a last minute change, added a certain remaster
Okay.
onto the list because I was like, it's my list. I can
Yeah.
if I want to put a game on there, if I like the game this year, I can put it on. Uh, I've really just been tinkering with like really the bottom three,
Yeah.
trying to figure those out. Like, is my recency bias
Yeah.
taking into effect? Am I forgetting about Fire Emblem Engage? Should that be on the list? I don't
And
know.
you're the resident Fire Emblem guy, so I mean, you like the
Yeah,
game way more
that's
than
the
I do.
thing.
I feel like this year our lists are going to be a lot different than prior years.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's my
Because
guess.
like I know locks. Some locks on your list are not going to be on my list.
Yeah. I might have a few surprises. We'll see.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. But yeah, next week we're gonna do our game of the year discussion. We're just gonna both go down starting with our 10. We'll do some honorable mentions and stuff like that.
Mhm.
We'll start at 10 and make our way down, and we'll talk about it. At each. I'm sure there'll be some crossover and stuff like that, but we'll talk about it and give our thoughts on the game. So it'll be
Yeah.
fun. It'll be fun.
Wait, have you locked down your top 10 still?
I think I've got the games on there. I haven't. I've got a list down. I think my top 5 are locked. I think I've got those locked. It's the bottom, the 6 to 10. The bottom is I might do a little bit of tinkering.
Okay.
I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Because yeah, you always got to think about the recency bias and stuff like that, and then you got to like, okay, how much did I actually like this game compared to the others?
And it's all subjective too. Like,
Yeah.
you compare a game like Alan Wake 2 to a game like Super Mario Wonder, they give you different feelings.
Yeah.
Which one gives you the better feeling? I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. How do you quantify that?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's hard.
it's tough. Yeah, it's tough comparing. He's got to, yeah, just what you had the better experience with, and just go from there. But yeah,
Yeah.
this year's it's tough. There was a lot of good games.
Mhm.
But Nick, any gaming New Year's resolutions you have, or personal resolutions you have?
gaming ones, not really. I feel like I played what I wanted to play
Yeah,
this year
played a lot
and
of stuff.
didn't play what I wanted to didn't play what I didn't wanna play.
Yeah, I mean, there was what like Wo Long we tried and just couldn't really get into.
Yeah, Atomic Heart,
Atomic Heart was
tried
one of
that.
those. Tried that for a couple hours, just didn't. Granted, those two are on Game Pass, so you don't feel necessarily obligated to finish. But that's the beauty of Game Pass.
Redfall, I even got back into that one, tried it,
Yeah,
didn't love it.
Starfield I might go back to after they maybe do some updates because I heard that they were going to be adding like some new ways of like traveling and stuff. So I don't know if they're going to be adding, like ATVs or something when you're on a planet to make that traversal a little bit quicker. So that stuff could be cool. I really hope they
It
really support that game. Not necessarily comparing it to like the No Man's Sky situation because that is night and day.
that game
Like
launched
that game was
broken.
not good when it
Yeah,
launched. And
yeah, it
Star
just
and
wasn't good.
Starfield's a good game. It's just it just I don't know. I mean, we talked about it a lot already, but it just didn't quite
Didn't quite live up.
to its hype and what we wanted it to be. But yeah, hopefully they support the game and put in some really really cool stuff.
Mhm. Wait, what were we talking about? Resolution?
Gaming your resolutions.
Yeah, nah, nothing for gaming.
Yeah,
Personally, just focus on health.
yeah,
That's always a big one. You know, try to be healthier. Uh, it's so broad though.
yeah.
How do you
What do you
nail that
do?
down? What do you say? Like, oh, I'm gonna work out at least 3 times a week, something like that.
Yeah,
Drink less alcohol, that kind of stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, nothing crazy. Get back into skateboarding.
yeah.
Skate
I saw you post that. That was a really nice short you put out the other day of
well
like
with
it was
the
like the same trick but had like three different angles. That
yeah,
was
that
cool.
one's fun. Yeah.
Did you use someone Alicia's phone or something did at the same time or you just did
No, I just did it 3 times.
oh, you just did it 3 times? Okay.
Yeah.
That's how I figured you did it. I was like, well, maybe Alicia
No, like I
helped
just
out.
yeah, put the phone in front,
That's
did
cool.
it, put it below, did it, and then put it past and did it again.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I skateboarded on January 1st. So
Yeah,
knocked hey, another one just checked off.
checked off. Yeah,
Flossing,
I don't think I
that's
have
me.
any gaming New Year's resolutions. I played everything that I really wanted to outside of going back and finishing some stuff up. I mean, I played so many games this year, um, and put in a lot of time to like Tears of the Kingdom and stuff like that. Um, I think the only thing I could think of is maybe just stay off X a lot.
Yeah, actually,
Just
yeah,
just
that's
because I feel like well so I'm gonna leave PlayStation alone. I feel like I was very harsh on them this year and very mean, so I'm gonna back off. Okay, Uh, is The Last of Us Part Two remaster the worst thing to happen in gaming? No, and the fact that it's a $10 upgrade, pretty cool. Okay, I'll give it its props.
wow, it
So
changed, man.
hey, you know what? Whatever. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna back up on PlayStation. I feel like again, I feel like I was pretty mean, but you know, I feel like we like to have an honest conversation, and when stuff bothers us, we like to get off our chest. But yeah, I'm gonna slow down on PlayStation a little bit. I'll still nitpick here and there, but I do
I actually
eventually
want
want
to
to get
be
a PS5. Go ahead.
I want to be more of a hater this year.
I want to be more toxic. Uh, yeah, and then just maybe just scroll a couple times on X, Twitter, whatever. And as soon as I see like a negative, stupid fanboy, whether it's from the Xbox community or PlayStation, just it's like,
Mhm.
all right, time for me to get off because
It's all bait. It's
yeah,
all
that
engagement
behavior
bait.
is absolutely nonsense, and yeah, it's crazy, man. It just baffles me that people get so caught. I mean, you could have your favorite console, of course, but
But to live and die by it
to live and
is
die by a piece
is
of plastic
delusional,
is
man.
yeah, it's absolutely wild. But so
Like
yeah,
that's
stay off.
illness.
And I don't really try to have a conversation with those people. I just see it and I'm just like there's been so many times where I've gone to like type something and I'm like, you know what? Nope. So I'm already started. I've already started.
Doing great.
Um,
I do have one that I thought
yeah.
about.
Go ahead.
it's to not hesitate to play games that didn't come out that year because they're not going to be on your list
Yeah.
or your game of the year list.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay to
So
like
it's
you
one
don't
thing
have to
try
play
to.
everything. I mean,
I mean, this year is tough because there were so many new games.
yeah.
Or sorry, 2023 was tough because there were so many new games coming out
So wait,
that like
rephrase that. So you want to play, you don't want to feel obligated to play, or do you
I
want to
don't
play
want to feel like I only have to play newer
only
games
new stuff? Gotcha. Okay.
because we only put newer like
Yeah.
those year's games on our lists at the end
Okay.
of the year.
True. True. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple things that I played this year that didn't come out this year. But yeah, it's hard like this. I mean, there's like for a while it was like every week was something like major coming out,
I mean, yeah,
and then we had a
from
lull.
like August to November,
Yeah.
I
Just
feel like there was
every
something
week.
every week.
Which could be like you wanna buy it and play it just so you can talk about it on the podcast, and then it's like
Mhm.
if you don't play it this week,
You're
when
gonna
are you
lose
gonna
out.
play it? Because there's something next week.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Looking at the games, I mean, I replayed Metroid Dread, I replayed Metroid Fusion, uh, played Pikmin 2, Inscription. So I've played a few games that didn't come out this year, but yeah, 2024 might be a good catch up year
yeah,
for a lot of other games.
yeah, we don't have a lot of concrete dates yet. So I mean, maybe they're old.
Mhm.
Maybe the gaming gods will give us a little bit of a lull so we can kind of catch up and play some older stuff. But
Yeah,
and then personal stuff. My goal this year is I want to join a tennis league. Um, So I want to get in really good shape for that because tennis is, God, it's brutal. It's so much exercise.
I always do pickleball.
Yeah, that's true. So I want to do that. So I've just got to get into better shape. Other than that, I don't really see anything else I need to do. Just
Other than that, I'm perfect.
yeah, other than that, just hindsight is my only flaw here. uh, um, yeah, I think just exercise in general more because I feel like just working at home you can get caught up in just like the nuance of being at home. Is that the right correct terminology?
No.
No, I don't know. You get caught up in being at home and you don't go out.
Like the routine.
And yeah, you just yeah, the same routine over and over again. So
Yeah.
you just get caught up in that routine. And like I was, every day at my lunch break, I was going out and walking around the neighborhood and coming back
Mhm.
and then eating and then chill out and then go back to work. So, but I haven't been doing that in a while. Just
It's
for
been
whatever.
cold,
Yeah,
you
it's been
know.
cold, but um, so yeah, I want to get this. Yeah, just do general exercise. I really want to get me one of those treadmills, like the portable ones that are like kind of the smaller ones without the handles that you can just kind of put
Mhm.
underneath your desk.
You have a standing desk?
I don't, but
All right, step one.
step one.
Step one, get a standing desk.
I do eventually want to get a standing desk. But I figured, I mean, if I want to, I could always take my laptop upstairs, like at the kitchen counter and have that going,
Yeah.
as well. So,
If you don't want to make the investment or like the literal space investment for a treadmill,
hmm
you could get like a stair stepper and it's just a unit, like it's just like a little base unit that has like two steps. And
okay,
you just I have one of them and you just step up and down. It's kind of the same thing.
okay,
Kind of gets you moving a little bit, but it
okay.
just doesn't take up
That's
nearly
much
as much
room.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
I'll
was
have to
like
look into that.
60 bucks.
I didn't know they made that stuff.
I'll send you a link for the one I got,
Okay, cool.
but it was pretty good. I use it a lot in January and then I kind of fell off, but I really liked it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, just more exercise in general, just to get out and about. Um, well, that being said, Nick, let's I kind of want to talk about. We don't talk about a ton, but I kind of want to talk about the Switch too. I mean, it's January. Nintendo was quiet today for some reason. I mean,
We're in
what's going on?
2024. Yeah.
Um,
They were quiet.
but I do feel like, I mean, the Switch there. I mean, if you follow any YouTuber, there's just a million YouTube rumors, Switch 2 rumors, and all
Someone
that
on
stuff.
4chan said that their uncle knows somebody who works at Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah, these four developers came out and said that they are excited to work on the Switch too.
It's like, no
Uh,
shit.
it's like, well, yeah. But yeah, I feel like the hype is starting to. I mean, we obviously knew that we weren't getting any Switch 2 news in 2023, but now that we are in 2024, I mean, it really does feel like at any point Nintendo could be like, all right, here's the date that we're going to reveal it. Whether that's
Mhm.
a January event that people have been speculating about, or maybe more February when their usual direct is. Um, where are you at on? Do you think we're getting a Switch 2 announcement early this year, or do you think we're going to get a little bit later for more of a holiday release? What's your kind of thoughts on that?
I think it'll be earlier. Now that we kind of know what their lineup is. Like they have the Peach Showtime game, Thousand Year Door, which seems to be coming sooner than later since
The
it's
Peach
already
game
been
is the end
rated.
of March, isn't it?
Yeah,
But the Thousand Year Door and Luigi's Mansion do not have release dates, right?
no,
Okay.
I think Legion Mansion was summer,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
So I think since they don't have anything slated for, and I caveat this because Nintendo doesn't really release their like schedule for the back half of the year in January
No, they
or
don't.
before that, but
Yeah.
it just seems like there's a really big gap this year. And I could see them like revealing it like the Switch 2 sometime in January or February and then releasing it, maybe not in the holiday season, but leading up to it, maybe
Yeah.
in August or September. That way they can, have those initial sales from the day one buyers like you and me, and then, for for all the other people who, maybe want it for Christmas or something like that, they can get them on the second wave.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be as early, like releasing as early as the Switch did, where it, released in March. I would say at the earliest it would be maybe May, but
Yeah,
but
May
even
seems
then,
like a good time.
yeah, like
Obviously, if they release it in March, I mean,
that'd be great.
that'd be great. I mean, the earlier the better. But yeah, and I feel like we usually at this point in time we usually know a lot more stuff that's coming, or we have like concrete dates, right? Because last year, I mean, we knew about Bayonetta, we knew about Fire Emblem, we we knew about Tears of the Kingdom, and then I think we knew about when Pikmin was coming out, as well.
We just knew it was 2023,
Yeah,
and then Kirby and the Forgotten Land. We knew about that one as well. I think
yeah,
that
it
was
was like
like March though, or February.
of last year.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, we knew, and yeah, and then yeah. So I feel like we knew a lot of more stuff that's coming out, but so I feel like that's more of a sign that the Switch 2 is getting announced pretty soon.
Yeah, and the only TBD game is Prime 4
Yeah, like where,
still.
yeah. So do you think that's going to be a cross?
I think so at this
I mean,
point.
there's no way that they would say that it's coming to the Switch and then it literally skips the entire generation and doesn't come out until the Switch 2.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't just want to release it on the Switch because it's kind of like you're sitting it out to die if
Yeah,
you're sitting it out, a month or two before the Switch 2 launches.
yeah. Because I mean, Prime 4. I mean, that could be. I mean, that could be like a showcase kind of game for like what the
Mhm.
Switches can do
Yeah,
power wise. But it's also like, do you do a crossplay or do you just release it on the Switch too and have like maybe a couple of other games for launch and then that'll like maybe boost Prime 4 up a little bit? Because like
yeah,
Metroid obviously is not a huge
not a
seller,
huge franchise.
so I don't know if I mean I feel like it would. I mean it would get more like I guess it would get more sales if it was on both platforms because not everyone's going to upgrade or can't even upgrade. Just if they have like a limited stock, which I assume they will.
Yeah, but then like, are they acting in bad faith by not putting it on the Switch
Right.
when they announced it for the Switch?
Yeah.
That's I mean, that's the question. I think it'll come out on both, and if it's not like a day and date dual release, maybe it comes on the Switch 2 months before the Switch 2 launches, and then it has some sort of upgrade, like a free upgrade on the Switch 2 or something like that,
Yeah.
like some sort of visual or
Performance or something.
fidelity, yeah, performance upgrade.
Okay. Yeah, I think Prime 4 is going to be the next $70 game.
You think so? You think that's gonna be $70?
I think so. That's my guess.
I don't know. I just can't see that having like the scope of Tears of the Kingdom, like
Uh,
enough scope to.
reports say that it's going to be like a pretty large open world. Um, so I mean, it could have a really large. Who knows? I mean, we'll see when it happens. But
Yeah,
yeah, just when does it happen? When are we getting Prime 2 and 3? What do those look like? Are they just going to be just kind of remasters and not like a? I wouldn't say that Metro Prime's a remake, but
it's closer to a remake than a.
yeah, is it going to have the same treatment as Prime 1 did, or is it going to be less of a just a kind of a standard port?
I don't know. I'm so unsure about those.
Yeah, because I don't know.
I thought we'd have them by now.
Yeah, and that's
You
the thing
know,
with Nintendo is like, I mean, Jeff Grubb's been talking about he talked about Metroid Prime for forever, and same with like Tears of the King or Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. It's like Nintendo is kind of notorious for just holding on to stuff and just strategically releasing them whenever. I mean, they obviously have some sort of strategy, but they kind of just release them whenever they're ready to just let them go. But
I mean, same for Fire Emblem
yeah,
Engaged. Like that was
yeah, that was one that was
leaked, yeah, like a year before it launched.
yeah.
Yeah, they're weird. They must be doing well where they can just sit on a game.
Well, I mean, you look at Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, in Better 4, but that game was done in 2022, and they just spent a year just polishing up glitches
Optimizing.
and stuff like that, which is great. I mean, who knows how that would have ran if they didn't do that.
Yeah,
So yeah, man, Nintendo's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, they could announce something tomorrow, and I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah.
I don't know. They're
So
strange.
are people saying that there's going to be a direct in January? Or are they saying the
I,
Switch 2 reveal
I think people are
is
saying
January?
more of like a Switch 2 reveal.
Okay.
Like either it's going to be like how it was in 2016 where they give you like a brief glimpse of it and then say, "Hey, stay tuned for next month at the February Direct for a proper reveal and release date and all that stuff."
Mhm.
Um, so I don't know. I mean, these are all just reports of and it's really just all speculation. But um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's yeah,
I'm excited for it though.
Nintendo's funny, but yeah, and exactly like it's a hardware year. We don't get that very often. It's not as exciting when there's like PlayStation Pro talks or like an Xbox Slim talks for this year. It's like that's cool and all, but this is new hardware and this is Nintendo.
And honestly, like, yeah, the Series X and PS5 launch, they were exciting, but for the Series X, like,
There was nothing to
still
play,
playing the same
nothing
games I was
new.
playing on the one.
Yeah,
And for the PS5, they had, I think they had Demon Souls and
Demon Souls, Spider Man. If you
yeah, Miles
want to play on
Morales,
that,
but still like wasn't super exciting. Whereas like, with the Switch 2, I feel like it's going to be a different story.
yeah, it's gonna be all new stuff. I mean, we could be getting a new 3D Mario, which is really cool.
Hmm.
Maybe Metroid Prime 4 launch. Who knows if they have that at launch or not. Um, there's rumors of the Zelda Ocarina of Time remake.
Yeah,
So
into a
I think we'll
new.
get something Zelda next year. Um, they typically have always had some sort of Zelda game. Um, so yeah, well,
Yeah, pretty much every year.
yeah, because last year was no. Did we get
What
anything last year?
20,
When did
2023 Tears?
When did Skyward Sword come out? Was that 2021?
Uh, yeah, that was 2021.
Okay, so we didn't get anything Zelda last year.
No,
Okay.
nothing in 2022.
Yeah.
2 years ago,
Oh yeah,
bro.
that's right. 2 years ago. My bad. um. Yeah, I think we'll get something Zelda related. Whether it's I would prefer a new top down 2D game or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll get some sort of remake or port or something like that. So.
Yeah.
And then last about the Switch, Nick. What do you want? What are you expecting out of the Switch 2? Assuming it's Switch 2.
Honestly, I think if I mean, obviously more powerful.
Yeah.
Um, same OLED screen would be fine. But if they just make the Joy Cons a little bit more comfortable,
Yeah, I think so.
that would be a huge improvement. Like I don't need them to do anything crazy. I just want a more powerful version. I think this thing right here, pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
Like this could be like what Nintendo chooses to do for the rest of their existence.
Yeah. I mean,
And I
because
think they choose a good path with that.
yeah, because I mean the Joy Cons is the only thing I could think of maybe because it's pretty uncomfortable to hold when you've been playing for a while. Like you
Mm-hmm.
need a grip, um, for it to be actually comfortable. Um, I mean, there's all the mock-ups and stuff too of like all the the fans generating their own stuff. But do you think there's any sort of like clamshell design or anything like that? A second
No,
screen kind of thing? Because I feel like that would just be too hard to like manipulate into the dock. Because assuming we're going to be using a dock as well.
yeah, I don't think there will be any second screen clamshell design, anything like that.
Yeah,
Like at most, I think they would have like a magnetized Joy Cons.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Um, but even that, like I don't really know what the use case would be for having that versus just like the ridges that they slide into because those work pretty well.
Yeah, I think so.
Um, I just think all of the upgrades could come internally, with the power, fidelity, uh, you know, something as simple as adding themes, that kind of stuff. Even though I don't
Themes.
care about
I would
themes,
like
but
an actual eShop that's embedded into the OS and not just like a browser eShop.
yeah, that too.
That
Maybe
would be
some
nice.
maybe some moderation on the eShop.
Yeah.
Like if you go to the recent releases, it's just a bunch of shovelware
Yeah,
crap.
it's all crap, unmoderated crap, but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I don't yeah, I think the form factor of the Switch is pretty perfect. Like I don't even necessarily need a bigger screen
Mhm.
for
Yeah, because the OLED's
the OLED's
pretty
perfect, I
big.
think.
Yeah, big enough.
Yeah, do you think they change anything about the dock at all? The only thing I don't know about the form factor of the dock, like if it's going to be the same kind of you just stick it in and the screen's blocked. They could downsize that and just have like a stand you put it on and it just connects and it's totally fine. Um, I would like maybe because there's other companies that do this where you can put in multiple cartridges and have them kind of fired up and ready to
Yeah,
go. There are companies that do that. So it's there if if you've got to go third party, but it would be nice to have that
kind of built in.
built in. But obviously that's for people that buy a lot of physical, which I think I buy more physical than you do. But
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, let's see, the OLED dock has like the plug-in for Ethernet. Um, yeah, I don't know how much I would want them to change about the form factor because like it's pretty good for what it is. It's a little hard if you're placing your dock inside of a cabinet just
yeah,
to kind of get the switch in and out of that. I'm trying to think of a way to like not have to go in over the top to do it. But
yeah,
I mean, outside of that, like the my experience with the dock has been pretty good,
it just
and
kind of
I don't really know what they
sits
would.
around.
Yeah, see, that's around. Um, yeah, like I don't know if they would get rid of it completely because that would kind of remove the kind of like the aesthetic of the Switch
Yeah.
dock itself, and the just the kind of the marketing point of like physically removing it from an object is
Yeah.
kind of a cool selling point
It is. Yeah.
rather than just plugging it into a
Yeah. I
some
mean,
sort
I
of
think they'll definitely
plug,
have some sort of dock,
just
regardless.
whether or not it's
Yeah. The same kind of thing.
yeah.
Um, and then I guess the last question for the Switch, Nick, do you think there's going to be different versions of it? Do you think there's going to be like a light at launch that doesn't dock or has the capability of docking, or do you think that's something that would come down the line like they did?
I think they would just have it at launch,
Okay.
or just sell it without the dock, and have the ability to purchase the dock separately, because
Yeah.
otherwise, like, everyone's gonna know what's coming in 2 years. They're gonna
Yeah.
know, oh, obviously they're gonna release a light version. Why not just
Yeah. I wonder.
do that
I
up front?
wonder if the next if it's another Switch and the next iteration of Switch. I wonder, because my thinking was maybe they would sell two versions, like maybe one for like 400, one for 350. One's got the whole bundle, and then one's without the dock, because maybe the current dock is compatible with the new Switch
Mhm.
potentially. Um,
Yeah.
but they may just leave that stuff behind, because I mean, like the Wii U, the Wii, like everything was compatible with each other. So, um, who know, I don't know if they're necessarily going to leave behind the old platform and not have. I don't necessarily need the new stuff, like the new controllers and stuff, to work, because if they're going to change it up, it just probably just can't work. But yeah, I wonder if the actual unit itself could be backwards compatible with the old dock.
Yeah.
Curious.
I bet it could. I
Cool.
mean, yeah, I bet it could if it's all USB-C, which I'm sure it will be.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Um, can companies even have proprietary like charging ports anymore? Because I know Apple was forced to change to USB C.
I don't I don't know if they can, to be
Because
honest.
I've got a Microsoft Surface Go, and it's not USB C or like micro. It's like a completely its own proprietary charging unit where it like magnetizes in.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that's
I
the
think
only
I know
one
what
that I've
you're talking
seen
about.
like that before. But yeah, I'm curious about that. I think USB C is.
It's the way of the future.
Yeah, thank God. I'm tired. Like USB A, like just it's like, okay, this doesn't fit. You turn it over, it doesn't fit, and then you turn it back over and it fits. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, horrible.
Yeah.
And then last question, Nick. And then we'll wrap up the show. Um, what are you most excited for, game wise? I know we talked a lot about Nintendo already, so I know Metro Prime is a big one for us that we're excited about. But what are
Yeah, I
you
mean,
thinking
obviously
about?
Prime 4. Sorry, I'm going down the mental lineup of
Yeah, I mean, we got. I've got the list pulled up here in front of me of stuff that's been announced. So
yeah, yeah,
we got Prince of Persia that's coming out on January 18th, which looks like it could be a
could be
really
good.
cool Metroidvania style game. So I am looking forward to that. Um, we got Like a Dragon coming out on the 26th. Are you any curious about that game?
I don't think so.
Yeah, same here. Um, let's see. Let's go on the left.
I know there's a
Suicide
lot in
Squad:
February.
Kill the Justice League. Are you excited remotely about that
No,
game?
no, man, this thing
Kevin
is
Kevin Conroy's
DOA.
last performance as Batman doesn't do anything for you.
I mean, obviously, like, glad he got to do one more performance, but then
Yeah,
just the game itself, just it's not.
it didn't show well whenever,
No,
like
no.
with all the purple stuff, like and I love purple, but with all the purple like cloudiness around the enemies and stuff like that, and like every person just like shot a gun, which
It just kind of looked like a cheap knockoff of
looked like I mean, it looked like a live service really just
yeah,
took over that development. Which I think were they taking that stuff out, and that's why it got delayed.
yeah. I think they were reevaluating that kind of
Okay,
stuff.
yeah, because it did not go over well.
Mm.
Let's go down the list a little bit more. Just trying to think of some stuff that Mario versus Donkey Kong. Are you excited about that?
I'm like relatively excited about that.
Do you think that should be like a $40 game, right?
Yeah,
40 to 50.
I think it's 50 off
Okay.
the top of my head.
Skull and Bones.
Nope. Right.
I cannot wait for that game to come out and just see what people's reactions are because yeah, I have no remote interest in that game at all.
Ubisoft, I have very little faith in
Yeah, Ubisoft.
for
I
the most
just
part these days.
yeah. Well, let's keep going down the list. This is everything that's announced and it's got a release date. I do want to play the Brothers: The Tale of Two Sons remake. That does look. I did like that game a lot, and I wouldn't mind playing that again. Um, Nick, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Are you excited for that?
I need to play. I need to finish the first one.
You know, I kind of want a PS5 for that game. I was
Really?
watching a trailer and I was like, man, this looks really good, and this looks like one of those like non-miss, like you don't want to miss this game. And I think isn't Final Fantasy VII on PS4? I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I might play that soon, just so I'm prepared if in case I wanna.
Well,
In
let me
case
know
I
if you
wanna get
start
that.
playing it because I'll get back into it too.
Okay. Let's go down the list some more. Not seeing anything else. Princess Peach Showtime comes out the 22nd. Then also Dragon's Dogma 2, I think might be up our alley.
Oh
When
yeah,
that comes out. That looks really good.
that one looks very fun.
Which I feel like I need to play because I bought Dragon's Dogma 1 and I started playing it and then I put it down. I didn't not like it. I just for some reason I don't know if what else was going on at the time. Um so yeah, I
Was
need to
it
get back into it.
2023 that you were playing it?
No, I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year, I think. Yeah, 2022. Yeah, I can't quite remember. Um let's see. I think that's everything that's been. That Black Myth Wukong game looks pretty interesting.
Yeah,
That's
that
like
one
that
does.
Souls-like game, right?
Yeah, kind of looks like Wolong a little
A little
bit.
bit, yeah. I did get those confused at first. I was like, wait, that
Mhm.
already came. Oh, this is a different one. Okay, so that's everything that's been announced. It's got a release date. That comes out September or no, August 20th is when that comes out. I'm just going down the list of stuff that's avowed. Could be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Coming from Obsidian. Hopefully they yeah. I just hopefully it's not totally like Skyrim. Um, let's see.
I mean, then there's like Hellblade 2.
Hellblade 2, yep. Which I'm very excited for. I
Um,
see a release date, and I'm good.
yeah,
Um, let's see.
man, not a ton of release dates for games.
Yeah, there's a ton we don't know about. Uh,
I feel like this will be a light year.
yeah, it's looking that way so far. But I mean, we may get some stuff. Little Nightmares 3 comes out this year.
Mhm.
I'm excited for that. Uh, Luigi's Mansion 2. That comes out. I really hope that game has co-op. I don't know if it will because the first one didn't have it,
Yeah,
but man, Luigi's Mansion 3 was so fun in co-op. Um,
I think I'm most excited for Thousand Year Door remake.
thousand,
To
yeah,
be honest.
yeah, that's gonna be super fun. I can't yet because you never played it, right?
Mm.
Yeah, I think you'll like that a
Yes, it'll
lot.
be my first time playing.
Um, and then there's the rumored, well, that's not rumored, but Monolith Soft's next game, like that could be a
Oh yeah,
huge like
whatever that
Switch
is.
2 game. Um, Plucky
But yeah,
Squire.
I think they'll have a launch game
You think it'll
on
be
the Switch too.
third? Okay, that could be cool.
Oh yeah, Plucky Squire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Plucky Squire.
that's up there too.
Um, we already talked about Hellblade 2. Skate Story. Are you excited about
Great
that?
story. Yep, that looks cool. Skate. I mean, when is Skate gonna come out?
Yeah, Skate. Where is that? And yeah, hopefully it's a good game. Like I don't necessarily mind games having like microtransactions in it as long as it doesn't just like hinder the game itself.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't think it will.
fine with that. I mean, I know they'll release skins and stuff for whatever
Skins, boards, trucks, wheels,
shoes.
apparel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. Yeah, everything that's been announced, or we know about at least. Of course, we'll get more information. More game announcements and stuff like that. I mean, we got movie wise, we got Fallout coming. Oh, not movie. That's a TV show. Not Fallout. The Borderlands movie. It's supposed to be coming out this year. So
Halo season 2.
Halo season 2. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. So yeah, lots of good stuff to look forward to. I do think you're right. This could be a little bit of a slower year, and that's totally fine based off of 2023. But I think with Switch 2 being included in that mix, it could be a pretty exciting year.
Yeah, I think it could be. I mean, just think about how we felt December of 2022 going into 2023. We knew about Fire Emblem, Dead Space,
Yeah,
Resident Evil 4. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom. Like there were a ton of heavy hitters like in the first half of the year, and
yeah.
I don't think that's going to be the case for 2024. But
No, probably not.
that's okay. Like
Yeah,
there's plenty of games to play,
yeah,
plenty of stuff that people missed out on from last year.
yeah,
So
yeah. Lulls are always good because you can catch up
yeah,
and not feel, and also just kind of take a break. It's like sometimes it's good to
take a break.
take a little bit of a break.
We'll always need to be playing something,
Yeah, yeah. Watch a TV show or do something else.
Yeah, get outside.
Yeah,
Touch some G.
touch some G. All right, guys. Well, that is going to wrap up the show this week. Again, next week. No, next week. I don't know why I said next week. Next Monday. Join us for our 2023 Game of the Year discussion. It's always a good time. We'll talk about our top 10 individual lists and go down those and talk about those games and celebrate this year of gaming because there was millions of good games.
Year.
Yeah. And then we will be doing our 100th or 200th episode here in a few weeks, which is crazy. We'll let you guys know about the details of that. We don't quite know what we're gonna do yet, but we'll do some fun stuff.
Yeah, we're workshopping some stuff.
Yeah, so that could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, follow us on our new YouTube channel. All the links will be in the description below. TikTok, always making funny videos. So yeah. Nick, anything else you'd like to say before we roll?
Hope everyone has a great and prosperous year.
Yes.
And may 2024 just bless everybody. Everyone just be a little bit kinder, be a little bit better.
Yeah, just be nicer.
Yeah,
really all you got to do.
Stay off Twitter. Don't read too many comments on TikTok. I do that too. I go too deep sometimes, and I reach the negative comments. I'm like, it was a cute video, and now someone's like, oh, you shouldn't do that to your dog because they'll be traumatized for the rest of their life. That kind of stuff. Just stay away from it, man.
Nick, when are you coming back from Florida?
MLK weekend. So not this coming weekend, but the next weekend.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we all see y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.